To access most of this lake, you need a boat. Unfortunately, I don't have one today, so come along with me and let's see if we can catch some fish from the bank here at Canyon Lake. All right, I'm gonna start the morning with a Texas rigged worm in green color. And then I also threw out a slip bobber with a regular worm underneath it. And there's a good chance we can catch some largemouth bass for sure. I know there's smallmouth bass in here also, and I think there's yellow bass, which I'm not really sure I've ever caught a yellow bass, so that'd be kind of cool. There's also a bunch of panfish and stuff, so I'm getting a bite on the seat bobber. Oh, it looks like it's gone. Let's see what we got here. Oh, super big fish, doesn't feel like, but it's fish. I think it's a little panfish of some sort. Super small. Oh, yeah, little bluegill. There we go. Little bluegill on a worm. Alright, I moved about 100 yards up the shoreline, but quite a few fish jumping over here by these reeds, and there's also some more reeds over there. It's a little bit shallower in here, but give it a go and see what we can catch. Slide this worm all the way up the hook and just leave the rest of it dangling down. I think I saw somebody said it was the first time we've had measurable rain in 100 years of the first part of June, so on the 1st of June. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but it kind of feels like it a lot of the time. Boats are starting to come out quite a bit. Guessing they'll be busy out here today. Well, I was just gonna reel in this bobber. Saw no fish on it, and then all of a sudden there's a fish on there. It feels like a catfish maybe or something. I don't know what this is. Why he's running all the way against the bank over there, I have no idea. That was a little bluegill. Come on, buddy. Oops, sorry. It's actually a pretty good bluegill. Much bigger than the first one, that's for sure. Maybe the jigging action got him. Well, if anything, you could definitely bring the kiddos out here and fish under a slip bobber and catch some bluegill. That's for sure. Hoping to catch some bigger fish at some point here. Good fish, actually. I had the bobber. Just put a worm on and got a pretty good fish here. Let's see what it is. I'm guessing a largemouth, but we'll see. Well, it's just a little bluegill. Wow, it's fighting good. I guess it's not really a little bluegill, but a fat bluegill. Look at that fatty. Jeez. Holy cow, it's a huge bluegill. Bigger than my hand. Oh yeah, look at that thing. That's a fat bluegill right there. Check that thing out. There you little sucker. That's a good fighter too. Man, it's getting back in the water. Alright, I wanted to show you real quick what I'm catching these little bluegill on. So basically what I've done is rigged up a slip bobber. So if you've never fished with a slip bobber, basically there's a bobber stop. It's just a little piece of cloth with a bunch of twists in it that comes with usually with the slip bobber. So you can adjust this up and down your line as far as you want, which allows you to fish whatever depth you want. There's a bead here that stops it at the top of the bobber. And then what I've done below that is tied on a swivel and then tied on some leader with my hook on the end there. Right now, I'm not even using it really as a slip bobber because it's so shallow in here. But if I move later and need to fish somewhere else, then I can fish it as a bobber stop. But Right now this 3 feet or so is plenty deep. I've been getting hung up on the bottom actually, and that's why I was just tying on a new hook, but worms seem to be working. Let's see if we can at least catch some more bluegill. Maybe some bass will move in and start hitting some of these worms or even the Cinco that I've been throwing. All right, let's get this bobber back out. Missed the last bite. They bite it pretty quick, so gotta keep an eye on it, I guess. Right there for now. Feels like another bluegill though, the way it's swimming. Hello, bluegill. Real pretty fish there. Little one though. Well, I just caught my 4th bluegill on a regular old worm under a slip bobber. Actually, I'm not really using it as a slip bobber since it's not very deep here, but as you can tell, it's getting hot. I think it's humid from the rain yesterday and the day before, but I think I'm gonna pack up and I'm gonna head to the other spot at the lake that I know of. So let's head on over there and see if we can't catch something with a little more size. That's a melon duck. Alright, I'm not sure how good you're going to be able to see this, but there's a bass right here on this bed, I guess. Trying to get him to bite this worm here. Let's see. Here he is. Come on, take it. Take it. Try to wacky rig it and see if he'll take it. Just a little different presentation, maybe. Just laying right there, though. Didn't like the bluegill when the bluegill came by a minute ago. Let's try that real quick. You're just laying right there. Oh, here comes another big old bass. What that one's doing? I can't get out there where I can see him a little bit better. I don't know how well you can see it. The water's not very clear, but the bass is laying right there. Just put that worm right in front of it. Oh, dang it. That was him. I missed him. Or a different fish. I don't know which one it was, but I can still see him laying there, though. Right, I don't know if you can see him swimming right there. He's right below me. not going to get him to bite, apparently. At least I learned today that the bluegill are biting on worms. So grandkids are coming into town on Saturday. So I bring them out here and give that a try.